Okay friends, welcome to Izzo's place. Something a little different for you today, but unfortunately it does end up connecting to whiskey, but you know, it is what it is. Anyway, I do some work for and am friends with and am a customer of a company called FOUNT. You can find them at fountleathergoods.com. There will be links to this and some of the products in the description. But what they make is very beautiful Italian leather, handmade bags, and here is one that I purchased for myself. Because of course, you know, you can deal with leather goods. A lot of times it's for the ladies' purses and things. But this little briefcase here is very smart looking. Excellent for a man or a woman. They also have leather wallets and belts that I partake of. But beautifully made. Front pocket here. Let's go ahead and get into the opening. So in here, very easy to keep a laptop, and you can secure it here with the clasp, of course. You can keep a laptop, an iPad, who knows, anything else for your office needs or travel needs for that matter, because it's also got, on the back here, it's got an open slot that you could slide over the handle of your carry-on case at the airport. So beautiful personal bag for whatever your needs are. Very well made. As I said, there will be a description. But of course, what does Izzo put in a bag like this? Well, let me show you. Well, so far, I've been putting whiskey in it and carrying it to my friends' houses. Now, my record is 4 bottles, and I think I had 6 Glencairns in there. Now, if you're going to travel a short distance, that's fine. But usually, if you're dealing with glass bottles and glasses, you know, you put it at risk traveling like that. So since I'm going to travel for about 4 hours tonight to my cousin's house, I've wrapped this in a similar colored leather with a brown leather strap, and that will be enough to keep these bottles from smashing each other. So that's what Izzo does with a FOUNT briefcase. Let me show you another product. Sorry, I didn't realize it before I left my little staging area, but you can actually zip the whiskey up, and those aren't short bottles, those are like average bottles, so sweet, even safer. FOUNT also recently came out with, and there's the name there embossed real nice. They recently came out with a travel package, a travel bag rather. So very cool looking. Twin leather zippers with a strap to keep it so you can open it very easily. Now, I should be putting toiletries, pills, things that I need for traveling, but what do you think Izzo puts? Well, I have an emergency whiskey flight container. So what I've done is I have 4 Glencairns in here, and I cut myself again, just some very close, wow, darn near matching leather that I found. So I've got leather in there to keep the glasses from hitting each other. Now also, I have samples in here. So if I run into someone and I have this travel case with me, I can do an emergency flight of whiskey with them. Again, because this is a glass container and the glass is made out of glass as well. So what I did is I cut strips that just are almost cover, not quite. I'm only missing by 1/8 of an inch there. And then I actually put it in upside down, so that way the plastic is against the glass. So again, if somehow the travel is a little rough for some reason, my flight is safe for whoever gets to be surprised, or not so surprised that Izzo carries flights of whiskey with them. Now, of course, if you're going to do something like this, do it responsibly. These bottles are too big for TSA. You'd have to do something else. And of course, you got to be careful while you're driving. Please drink responsibly. Don't drive impaired. And if you're carrying this, put it in the back seat of the trunk. So that way, if you do get pulled over for any other reason, at least alcohol won't be part of your problem. That's all for today. Just a little short. It did end up being whiskey, but at least it has other content in it. So, if you're working, work safely. If you're drinking whiskey, drink responsibly and do it with style. But do everything with a little bit of whimsy, and you're going to have a good time. Well, I just have to give you a little bit of an update. So, it made it safely to my cousin's house and we were able to enjoy the whiskey and the Glencairns. But on the way home, I dropped it. Now, the height I dropped it from was about 4 foot, and the leather protected everything except one of the Glencairns. So, I'm a little sad I lost a Glen, but I am happy that I only lost one Glen, none of the bottles, and overall I'm very satisfied with my little flight carrier. Mic check, check mic, mic for check, check